Who here fucking hates audience participation? No hands? Yeah, that's the fucking spirit. So I'm not even gonna ask you guys if you like to do drugs like I do, because this is Burlington, Vermont. I know you guys love to do drugs. I know after a long day of work, you guys like to come home, put your legs up on the couch, and smoke a fat bowl of crack cocaine. Fuck yes, legalize recreational crack cocaine. That's what I say. This guy knows what I'm talking about. My favorite drug, however, is lysergic acid, or to the layperson, it is Lucy. Yeah, it's my favorite drug. I love doing acid. I had a lot of good trips, but I hate going to the dentist. So I was thinking, maybe I could spice it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe improve the situation. So, popped a tab or two before I went to go see the doc. And it wasn't the worst trip, honestly. Top three trips. The going to the dentist on acid. Some would say it's transcendental. I'm truly sorry for that joke. I think that joke just gave me and everyone in the vicinity Zika, which I can say because I am from Florida. And I know what you guys are thinking. I know Florida's pretty bad. You've heard a lot of things about it. I am Florida man. But at least I don't call soft serve ice cream creamies, you goddamn liberal heathens. I kid because I myself, big Bernie fan, liberal, love Bernie, love his energy.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna take all the student debt, and then we're gonna just push it over there.
I kid though still, because I do love Bernie, one of my favorite politicians out there. But being a liberal in Florida was kind of difficult because I didn't live in Dale Pitbull, Florida, South Florida. I lived in Redneck Riviera, Jimmy Buffett, North Florida. So that was kind of difficult being a liberal in that area. It was even more difficult being a bisexual man, such as myself. It was just hard explaining it to some of the dudes because they'd just be like, "So let me get this straight right now. You're saying you like sleeping with men?" And I'd be like, "Well, yes, I do." And they'd say, "Well, that's pretty gay, bro." And you'd just be like, "Well, I mean, come on." But the hardest person to explain it to, he just wouldn't even listen to it. It was my dad. He wouldn't even hear it. He would just be like, "I don't like it. I don't want nothing to do with it." And I finally asked him one day. I was like, "What's the big problem? What's the big disconnect getting? Why don't you even communicate with me about it?" And he says, "Well, I just don't like thinking about my son having sex with other men." And I go, "Well, that's your problem right there, Dad. You really need to stop thinking about your children having sex, period, you fucking troglodyte, you fucking uncouth provincial. Stop thinking about your kids having sex. It's fucking gross. Don't do that anyways." And then, bam, your problem will be solved. I think a lot about that fucking line of dirt when you're sweeping, and that one last little line of dirt you just can't get into the fucking pan no matter how you sweep it. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller infinitely somehow. And I've spent a lot of time sweeping because I was an English major in college, so I've had a lot of time to deal with this certain line. And I just stand there and I stare at it and I just think I didn't fucking waste 4 years of my life for this. But I've grown since then. I've learned to just man up, pull out a dollar bill, roll it up, and snort it right off the fucking ground. Another thing I think about a lot, because I was an English major, is words. I like words. I think they're really weird, especially the word that we assigned specifically to mouth pain that is voluntary. You know what I'm talking about. Spicy. Spiciness is not a flavor. It's not something you can like whip up with like umami or something. No, it's just mouth pain. So I thought it'd be really fun to think of other interesting ways to use the word spicy. Like you could be sitting there going, "Oh yes, this glass has got quite a kick to it." Or you could say, "Oh man, this cactus is muy caliente." So that's just an interesting thing you could do with the word spicy if you so choose. I'm not the boss of you, and I was just an undergrad English major. But another thing I think about is something that I'm sure has happened to a lot of you before. It happens to me a lot, where you know a word, you are intimate with a word, you use the word, but only in your head or when you write it or when you read it, but you've never said it out loud. So you get yourself into a situation where you don't know how this word's pronounced, and you're talking to your friend and he finally stops you and goes, "It's pronounced Chablis, you fucking troglodyte, you fucking idiot, you complete nincompoop, go kill yourself." And you're like, "Yes, I deserve this. I totally deserve that for not knowing this word and the way it is pronounced IRL," which is how I learned that it is not pronounced immaculate, but immaculate. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.